The morning sun rises over the village market, its golden rays filtering through the canopy of ancient trees, casting dappled light on the bustling stalls below, where the air hums with the vibrant energy of commerce. The scent of ripe tomatoes and fresh bread fills the space, mingling with the tangy aroma of grapefruit juice and the earthy musk of bamboo shoots. While vendors call out to passers-by, their voice is a symphony of life. Ly Tieu Nu sets up her stall near a wooden cart, her hands deftly arranging baskets of ruby-red tomatoes and crisp apples, her smile bright as she films a video on her phone. Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. Please join me in watching the whole video. I wish you all the best. Her eyes sparkle with the promise of a good day, though the weight of unsold tomatoes tugs at her thoughts, a quiet worry etched into the lines of her face. She adjusts the camera, her fingers brushing against the rough burlap sacks. Today, I'm selling at the market again. Let's hope for a good turnout. The market buzzes around her, children darting between stalls, their laughter a stark contrast to the heaviness in her chest, a faint sense of unease she can't quite place. Across the village, in a modest wooden house surrounded by a vegetable garden, the kind man, Vin, paces nervously in his small room, the wooden floor creaking beneath his feet. The air inside thick with the scent of damp earth and the faint tang of lemongrass from the garden outside. A cracked mirror hangs on the wall, reflecting his anxious face as he adjusts his shirt, his heart pounding with anticipation. Today I will propose to Tieu Nu. She'll definitely be very happy, and so will I. I'll make her the happiest woman, he says to himself, his voice trembling with a mix of excitement and nerves, his fingers brushing against the small velvet box in his pocket, the ring inside a symbol of his unwavering love. He grabs his phone, dialing Tieu Nu, his breath hitching as he waits for her to answer. Hello, Tieu Nu? Yes, can I come pick you up? I have something to do. Tieu Nu's voice crackles through, her tone hurried but warm. I'm busy today, Vin. Just come and drive me to the market, okay? I'm swamped. Vin nods eagerly, his smile wide. All right, I'll come over. I'll take the car. See you soon. He hangs up, muttering to himself, okay, hello, his nerves buzzing like a swarm of bees as he grabs his keys and heads out. The morning sun casting long shadows across the garden, a quiet omen he doesn't yet see. At the barber shop, a small, cluttered space with faded posters on the walls and the faint hum of a radio in the background, Vin sits in a creaky chair, the snip of scissors filling the air as the barber trims his hair, the scent of aftershave sharp in the room. Help me cut my hair, Vin requests, his fingers fidgeting with the hem of his shirt, his mind racing with thoughts of the proposal. The barber, a grizzled man with a warm smile and calloused hands, asks, how's your work these days? Vin shrugs, his gaze distant. It's normal. At the beginning of the year, there's not much. The barber chuckles, his scissors moving with practiced ease. Any trouble with the young folks? They can be naughty these days. Vin shakes his head, a small smile tugging at his lips. It's normal, they're not too bad. His mind drifts to Tieu Nu, her laughter echoing in his memory like a melody. the ring in his pocket a heavy promise, its weight both comforting and daunting. The barber finishes, brushing off Vin's shoulders. "You look sharp, young man. Big day ahead." Vin nods, his cheeks flushing the biggest. Back at the market, Tieu Nu rearranges her stall, the tomatoes gleaming like jewels under the sun. Their vibrant red a stark contrast to the dull ache in her chest, a strange fatigue she's been ignoring for days. "There's a lot of grapefruit juice, but not many tomatoes sold," she sighs, her voice tinged with frustration, her hands brushing the fruit as if coaxing them to sell. "Tomatoes, miss? Tomatoes, aunties. Do you want to buy tomatoes?" A few passers-by glance her way, their baskets already full, their eyes sliding past her with disinterest. "Today it's really bad. Maybe I can't sell all these tomatoes," she murmurs, her hands trembling slightly, though she chalks it up to nerves. "Maybe I'll move them to another spot to sell. I won't give up. I have to try." Her determination shines through her worry, her eyes scanning the crowd for potential buyers, her voice carrying a quiet strength as she calls out again, "Tomatoes, aunties, tomatoes. Fresh and ripe." Then arrives at a tailor's shop, a cramped space filled with rolls of fabric, silks and cottons in every hue, stacked high against the walls, the air thick with the scent of thread and starch. "Hello, yes, hello. I want to find a suitable suit for me. Let me see if there's one that fits," he says to the shopkeeper, a middle-aged woman with a measuring tape draped around her neck like a necklace. She pulls out a sleek black suit, the fabric catching the light. "I think this suit is quite suitable for you." Vin's eyes light up, his fingers brushing the smooth material. "I'm planning to propose. Is it appropriate to wear this suit? I want to propose to my girlfriend, and this suit suits me well." The shopkeeper nods, her smile encouraging. "It's perfect, sir. The fitting room is over here." Vin steps inside, the mirror reflecting a man transformed, his nerves giving way to a quiet confidence as he adjusts the jacket, imagining Tieu Nu's reaction, her smile, her yes. At the market, Tieu Nu's frustration grows as a stern official approaches, her badge glinting in the sunlight like a warning, her voice sharp and unyielding. "You can't sell here without a permit." Tieu Nu's heart sinks, her hands clutching the edge of her stall. "Oh my gosh, money to go out is nothing but money from teeth. What about gold? Gold money from teeth to ears." She gathers her tomatoes, her hands shaking with a mix of anger and fear, and moves to a nearby fruit stall, bartering with the vendor. "Come here to buy fruit to exchange for change. Please eat, ladies." The fruit seller, a kind elderly woman with deep lines etched into her face, smiles warmly. "Yes, you listen. Thank you, good child." Tieu Nu hands over bread, her voice weary but determined. "Bread and bread, full and full," as she pockets the change. "My wallet is here." She glances at the sky, a sudden wave of dizziness washing over her, but she shakes it off, attributing it to the heat, unaware of the storm brewing within her. Then steps out of the fitting room, the suit hugging his frame like a second skin, his heart racing with the thought of Tieu Nu's reaction. "This is it," he whispers, his voice barely audible over the hum of the shop. "She'll love it." He pays the shopkeeper, his hands steady despite the whirlwind of emotions, the receipt crumpling in his pocket as he heads to the market, the ring a burning promise against his thigh. The village streets buzz with life, children playing tag, a stray dog barking at a passing bicycle, but Vin's focus is singular, his heart set on Tieu Nu, on the life they'll build together, on the joy he's sure this day will bring. He passes a flower stall, impulsively buying a small bouquet of wildflowers, their delicate petals a perfect match for Tieu Nu's gentle spirit, his smile widening as he imagines her holding them, her eyes bright with love. Meanwhile at the market, Tieu Nu's mother watches from a distance, her own stall a few rows away, her hands busy peeling mangoes, the sticky juice staining her fingers. She's noticed Tieu Nu's fatigue, the way her daughter's movements have slowed, the pallor in her cheeks, but she's dismissed it as stress, the market always a grueling endeavor. She's strong, she murmurs to herself, slicing another mango, but I wish she'd rest. A customer approaches, interrupting her thoughts, and she forces a smile, her maternal worry lingering like a shadow as the market day stretches on, the sun climbing higher, the heat intensifying, and an unspoken tension building in the air. A prelude to the tragedy that looms just out of sight. The market hums with life under the midday sun, its rays relentless as they beat down on the stalls, the air buzzing with the chatter of vendors and the clink of coins, the scent of grilled meat wafting from a nearby cart, mingling with the earthy aroma of fresh produce, tomatoes, apples, bamboo shoots, all vibrant against the faded wooden tables. Tieu Nu stands at her new spot, her tomatoes now joined by apples and bamboo shoots, her voice calling out with a quiet resilience, tomatoes, 10,000. Apples, 15,000, very delicious. Don't buy too many, don't buy too many bamboo shoots. A customer, an elderly man with a cane, pauses, his eyes squinting against the sun. Storks, storks, stand here. Let the seller stand here for a while. Tieu Nu nods, her hands swift as she bags the goods. This one is gone. It's very important. Where can I buy it? Bring it home. Let's eat for 2 people with Buddha. She hands over the items, her fingers brushing against his. 35,000 for 3 pieces, 65,000 for 3 pieces, her voice steady as she makes change. Just hang around. She wipes her brow, the heat pressing down on her, a faint dizziness tugging at the edges of her vision, but she pushes through, her determination a shield against the growing unease in her body. Then arrives at a nearby clothing stall, the suit now complemented by his search for the perfect accessories to complete his look, the air around him thick with the scent of cotton and dye, the stall cluttered with racks of shirts and shoes. Thank you. What should Vin buy for me? Male 5,000, one 15,000, a horizontal t-shirt 50,000. He mutters, browsing through a rack of shirts, his fingers lingering on a soft white fabric. A big base doesn't taste as good as a small one. But this time it's all about the 10-pack of white ones. He picks up a pair of polished black shoes, their leather gleaming in the sunlight. After eating, sweet and not too sweet, they feel like they're the hottest. The vendor, a young woman with a bright smile, recognizes him. RA always recognizes your classy figure. Where's your house? Vin laughs, his nerves bubbling to the surface. Your house is at home, 27. Your house is at your house. He adds the shoes to his purchase, mail 5,000 for 3, his excitement building as he imagines Tieu Nu's reaction, her smile, the way her eyes will light up when he kneels before her. Back at Tieu Nu's stall, a customer finally stops, a middle-aged woman with a woven basket. I'm here. Do you see any? Tieu Nu smiles, her voice warm despite the fatigue creeping into her bones. Tomatoes, 10,000, please. The customer nods, her hands rummaging through her purse. Don't buy too many. Tieu Nu's spirits lift slightly, a small victory in a challenging day. Apples, 15,000, very delicious. Go try them. She works quickly, her hands steady despite the earlier setback, her voice carrying a quiet resilience as she bags the fruit. The weight of the apples a grounding force against the dizziness that threatens to overwhelm her. She glances at the crowd, hoping for more buyers, but her vision blurs for a moment, a sharp pain shooting through her chest. Though she dismisses it as exhaustion, the heat, the stress of the market day. Vin, now at the shoe stall, tries on the pair of black shoes. They're fit perfect against the sleek lines of his suit. Thank you. Those of you who have followed me see that you wear this outfit quite beautifully. I think you should wear more shoes. It will be more suitable with the suit. The vendor agrees, her hands adjusting the laces. Yes, I'll take them. Can you give me these shoes? You can try them on for me. Then slips them on, the leather cool against his skin. These shoes are quite suitable for me. He adds a few more items, his excitement palpable. Shorts and 5,000, male t-shirts 5,000. Have a cool material. There are 100,000 for 3, just buy 3 for a few thousand each, he says, handing the vendor cash. His hands steady despite the whirlwind of emotions swirling within him. The vendor smiles, she'll fix the shirt. Then nods, a shy grin on his face. This is also the first time I'm wearing a suit, so I feel a bit strange. He heads to the counter, his heart pounding. Thank you. So now go down to the counter and pay your license and shoe fee. It's 2 million. The vendor waves. Thank you. See you next time. Vin's heart races as he drives to the market, the suit crisp against his skin, the bouquet of wildflowers resting on the passenger seat. Their delicate scent a reminder of the love he's about to profess. Tieu Nu will definitely be very happy. My heart is beating so fast, he whispers, his hands gripping the steering wheel, the ring in his pocket a burning promise, a future he can almost touch. He spots Tieu Nu at her stall, her figure small but determined amidst the crowd. Her hands busy with customers, her smile a beacon in the chaos of the market. He parks the truck, his breath catching as he steps out, the wildflowers in one hand, his other hand brushing against the ring. This is it, he murmurs, his voice trembling with anticipation, the moment I've been waiting for. Tieu Nu's mother, still at her own stall, watches her daughter from a distance, her hands pausing mid-slice as she notices Tieu Nu's faltering movements. The way her daughter presses a hand to her chest, her face paling under the harsh sun. Something's wrong, she mutters, her heart sinking, but she's too far to reach her, the crowd a barrier between them. Tieu Nu forces a smile for another customer, her voice strained. Apples, 15,000, very delicious, but the pain in her chest sharpens, a vice squeezing her heart, her vision swimming as she grips the edge of her stall, her breath coming in shallow gasps. Then approaches, his smile radiant, the wildflowers a burst of color against the dark fabric of his suit. Tieu Nu, he calls, his voice full of love, but her face is pale, her hands trembling as she clutches her chest, her knees buckling beneath her. Little Nu, what are you doing? What's wrong with you, little Nu? He rushes to her side, dropping the flowers in the dust, his voice rising in panic as he catches her before she falls. Don't scare me, little Nu. Please wake up. She slumps against him, her breathing shallow, her eyes fluttering closed. Little Nu, please wake up. The market fades into a blur as Vin's world narrows to her fragile form, the crowd parting in hushed whispers. What's wrong? Let me take you to the hospital. Come on, come on. He lifts her into his arms, her body limp, the ring falling from his pocket into the dirt, rolling beneath a stall, his proposal shattered by the cruel hand of tragedy. Tieu Nu's mother pushes through the crowd, her heart in her throat. Tieu Nu, my daughter, she cries, her voice breaking as she reaches them, her hands trembling as she touches her daughter's pale face. What's happening? She was fine this morning. Vin's eyes are wild with fear. I don't know, she just collapsed. We need to get her to the hospital now. The market fades into chaos, the sound of Tieu Nu's shallow breaths a haunting rhythm as Vin carries her to the truck, the wildflowers trampled underfoot,